Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. Today I want to have a play around with these terrazzo chips from Mix to Mold. I will be doing a video soon where I put these terrazzo chips into the Mix to Mold powder, but today I want it to be more of an experimental day, so I'm going to only be using UV resin. I know, it's been quite some time since I've done a UV resin only video. I'm an epoxy girl all the way. Let me know in the comments whether you prefer to work with epoxy resin or UV resin. But I do want to see how these terrazzo chips react in UV resin. And if I am being honest with you, Let's Resin has gifted me their newest UV lamp, so I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone and try both things in one video. So let me quickly get it out of the box and let me show you and tell you what the newest features are that I'm really excited for. Okay, so the main feature I'm mostly excited about this lamp is that it has a 5-minute timer. The current lamp I have has only a timer up to 99 seconds, which is just a little over a minute and a half, and about 90% of the time my projects do need more than a minute and a half to fully cure. So I think having this lamp with a 5-minute timer is going to be really helpful to me, and it's going to be really useful. Another really cool feature that this lamp has is that it comes with this acrylic plate. And if you slide it into the slits of the lamp, it creates this little platform where you can put your mold on top and you can cure both sides of your project at the same time. But one thing I have noticed is that you do have to make sure the little connector bits here have to be fully upright and fully connected, or else the other lamp, the bottom lamp, won't work. So if you do have this lamp or are planning to get this lamp, be sure to keep that in mind and also check it out if your bottom lamp isn't working. So now that I've showed you the lamp, let's get into today's project. By the way, if you are already working with EcoPore, so this Mix to Mold stuff, and also Resincrete, you can make terrazzo chips yourself. I'll link my last video at the top because in that video I do show you one way on how to make these terrazzo chips in case you are interested. Now, since this video is more for my reference, I'm not sure if someone is interested in knowing how terrazzo chips react in UV resin. I am going to be adding some UV resin tips and tricks that I've learned on the way, and that way you have a takeaway from this video. And also, if you have any UV resin tips, be sure to comment them down below so we can all learn from each other. While I mix my UV resin with my pigments, let's get to UV resin tip number 1, which is mix UV resin with translucent pigments. If you do use opaque colors, there's a big chance that your piece won't be fully cured all the way through. And it's also not recommended to use dark translucent colors either, just because they kind of act like a wall and then the UV light can't get through. So that's why it's recommended to use translucent light colors, and that way your project fully cures properly. Now, I know I am using a black pigment in my project here, but this is just for my reference again, just to see how strong this UV light is. Since we're on the topic of pigments, tip number 2 is to test your pigments to make sure they can handle the heat of your UV light. Now, you can buy UV resin specific pigments, but I've bought a few. This normally happens a bit more when you buy pigments off of AliExpress or even Temu, and mixing them into the UV resin, there's no problem. You tend to get a gorgeous color, and it's so annoying when this happens, but you get this gorgeous color, you put it under your UV lamp, and then once the light goes off, you take it out and the project is brown. And it turns out that your pigments were just fried under your UV light. So whenever I get new pigments now, I usually like making some samples and test it out with UV light, test it out with epoxy resin, and see what kind of results I get. Okay, so now comes the fun part, and I'm gonna just sprinkle these terrazzo chips over my uncured resin. So keep that in mind that this UV resin is uncured, and the reason I'm doing it this way is because I want a nice transition between the resin and the terrazzo chips. I'm also really interested to see if these Terrazzo chips will absorb the UV resin in any way. By the way, let me know in the comments if you've had a chance to try out this mix to mold ceramic resin. My next UV resin tip is to use clear, transparent molds. Again, it's just like the UV resin pigments. You need to use clear molds so that way the UV light can get through the mold, can get through the resin, and cure your pieces properly. And since we're talking about curing pieces properly, that brings up the next tip, which is cure both sides of your projects. Curing both sides of your project just gives your piece a bit more time under the UV light and ensures that nothing on the front of your piece gets missed. Now that I'm happy with the placement of these Terrazzo chips, let's cure this UV resin. And I'm thinking I'm going to give each side of my mold the 5 minutes, and then I'll see if it needs more time. Another tip I have that actually comes from you guys, my audience, is to use a mirror or to put your molds on a mirror and then put them under the UV light. That way, the UV light can reflect on the mirror and cure the underside of your mold at the same time. I haven't tried this tip out myself, so I don't know how well it works, but if it does work, it's an easy and cheap alternative to curing your projects faster. These pendants are cured now, and I did end up having to give the pendants an extra 2 minutes under the UV light. The white ones cured properly, but the black ones were feeling still a little soft, so I did give an additional 2 minutes. And yeah, so the last thing I'm going to do is fill the rest of these pendants with clear resin, and I'll put it under my lamp for about 3 minutes. The good thing about working with just clear UV resin is that there's nothing in it creating that wall. So when it comes time to curing clear UV resin, it's really fast and easy. Okay, so these pendants are ready for demold and they look good. I really like how they've turned out. Unfortunately, there's no element of surprise. When you work from back to front, pretty much what you see is what you're gonna get. So yeah, I'm just happy they turned out cute. I'm also really happy there wasn't any weird reaction between the Terrazzo chips and the UV resin. Though I am noticing that in the black pendants, some of the chips have turned black, so it does seem that the chips have absorbed some of that UV resin. Though I'm finding it very interesting that I'm not seeing that in the white ones. So I'm wondering if there's something in the black pigment that makes it more absorbent than the white. Or it could just be that the black resin was in liquid form for a lot longer than the white, since it did need a little bit more time to cure under the lamp. For my final thoughts on this Let's Resins UV lamp, I thought it worked really well. My pendants did cure properly, so it definitely gets 2 thumbs up. But I wish it had a countdown timer so you can see how long is left before the light turns off, especially for that 5-minute timer. But overall, it's a good lamp. I really did enjoy using it, and I would recommend it to someone who is in need of a new lamp. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you've learned something. If you did, then please smash the like button and let me know in the comments down below if you like how these pendants look with the Terrazzo chips and the UV resin. And don't forget to add any other resin tips that you have in the comments section so that we could all learn from each other. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!